the game. Do you feel like you sent the message that you wanted to send tonight?
I think we did a great job just setting the tone, playing hard, playing together. Pistons is a really good team, but we did tonight. We set the tone, and that's why we were able to get a win tonight.
Khris, we talk a lot about the offensive balance of this team, and I think if you think back to 12 months ago where it felt like both of you guys had to have this huge night for the team to win, tonight you were able to sort of work your way into the game. How good does that feel for you, I guess, to be able to know that you don't need to do it all?
It's great. I mean, I think it's been like that for most of the year where I know I have to force shots, take tough shots. I could, play within the offense. And tonight, the guys were great. Giannis did a great job of starting us off right and being in aggressive attack mode. And everybody else, we just made plays for one another and then knocked down shots.
And Giannis, you started the game super aggressive, and we spoke a lot during the week about playing on Thon. You're able to get 2 foul calls on him in the first 2 minutes of the game, I think. What did you see from him defending you? And we know you've played against each other a lot, but it looked like you were certainly looking to be aggressive.
Obviously, Thon's a great player, great defender. I was just trying to make plays. I was able to get to the free throw line, get an easy layup, or find my teammate. But as Khris said, I was just trying to be aggressive. Start the game being aggressive, and I knew if I was in an aggressive mode the whole game, good things won't happen.
Giannis, before the game, Thon had mentioned that it's weird. Like this is just a weird experience to be on the other team. For you, what was it like? What were you feeling the same kind of thing going up against a guy that you've spent so much time with?
Of course, it feels weird. Of course, it feels weird. Thon is my little brother. Knowing since he came to the league, we've been friends. But at the end of the day, I know he's a competitor. I know he's going to come out here and try to do whatever it takes to help his team win. That's what he did tonight. But at the end of the day, when we go out there, both of us, we don't take nothing for granted. Being in the playoffs, you never know when you're going to be in the playoffs again. So I think both of us did a great job just playing hard and doing our job tonight and not seeing, this game as to reunite our friendship.
Speaking of that, he has that hard foul on you there in the second quarter. Just it looked like you hit your head, shoulder. Is there any, I guess, residual pain coming from that for you?
No. Of course, he did his job. It was a common foul, and we played through it.
Khris, 2 days ago you had said that you didn't feel like maybe this past month the defense has been as sharp as it could be. Is this as sharp as it gets, or how did the performance feel on the defensive end tonight?
I think it was great. I think we were physical without fouling. Blowing out the DHOs as much as possible. Brooke did a great job contesting out the rim and rebounding and taking Andre Drummond off the glass. I think as a group, we all had each other's back. Everybody did their job on their man and their assignments. And then when rotations came to help out other guys, we were sharp with that. So I would definitely say so. It was great.
Khris, from a minutes perspective, does that seem like an ideal game one where, Pat Connaughton becomes your minutes leader on a given night?
I mean, if we're winning like that, for sure. I mean, we've had a lot of games this year where we haven't, necessarily played too many minutes. But that just means the team is doing our job as, a group. Guys are coming in off the bench. The starters are doing their job. So, I mean, if Pat's leading us in minutes and we're winning these ball games, I don't think you'll hear anybody complain, especially Pat.
Giannis, on the flagrant on Drummond, what was your take on that? And do you feel like more of this is coming in the playoffs? Are the referees going to have to protect you because you're going to be getting some hard fouls like this? That was obvious already in game one.
As a team, we talked about it to try to keep our composure whenever the opponent team try to foul us hard or try to hit us or play dirty. We say we got to keep our composure. We got to do our job, and our job is to win games. Obviously, I'm not going to look from the referees for protection. I just got to play smart and try to avoid those situations.
You guys obviously came into today locked in, focused, playing well as a team. After a big win like tonight, how do you roll that over to the next game?
I don't think we look at the scoreboard of what the final outcome was. Have practice tomorrow. Whenever we do, look at the film, get the adjustments that Bud wants to make, get our game plan, and come back with the same mindset, attacking, being aggressive, starting with our defense, and then just play with pace.
Giannis, I know you're very routine oriented, but is there anything you do maybe a little bit differently come playoff time just to that would lead to that added intensity that it seemed like you brought to start this game?
No, actually, I didn't do nothing differently. I just, try to take it on my body, get some shots up, lock in. I usually do the same stuff. When I start changing stuff, that's when I, get out of my routine, and I'm not the same player, and I cannot help my team in the same way. So I just try to stick with the same routine that I've been doing all season long. Nothing changes in the playoff. It's just a basketball game.
Khris, when you said that you sometimes don't look at the score, do you mean it's something that comes from feel? And are there times where the score is reflecting one thing, but the feel on the court is not reflecting the same, perhaps, dominance you're seeing on the scoreboard?
It's just not playing the score. We had a big lead going to halftime, going to the third and fourth quarter. When you tend to look at the scoreboard and you realize you have a huge lead like that, you tend to let down. You tend to slip, and that's not the right way to play the game or to finish the game. You don't want to get them any type of rhythm or anything they see that they can take advantage of. So just try to play the game in the right way and not play the score.
Giannis, Dwayne after the game said something about how their guys weren't quite ready for the speed, the pace, the physicality of the playoffs. When you think back to your first playoff series, do you feel like you really comprehend just how different the playoffs can be, and how much faster and more physical it's going to be?
Of course. First of all, I don't remember nothing from my first playoff series. I'm not going to lie to you. A few days ago, I was thinking about it, and I actually realized I don't remember nothing. But, of course, the teams are more physical, as you can see. A lot of fouls, more fouls. The pace is extremely more, faster. But I don't know if they were ready for us. But I think we just try to focus on ourselves. We're just trying to play with pace, try to rebound the ball, help Brook rebound the ball, and just run to our spots and try to make plays.